Hi, this is Thresden, and this is part 9 of an ESO High Isle walkthrough. When we last left off, we had just talked to Lady Arabelle Davaux, and she sent us somewhere. Let me see. She told us to go to the Druid's hut. So the Druid's hut should be where? Over there. Not too far. Not too far. Alright, now do I turn? I think I need to turn this way. Always gets confusing when the map is zoomed in like that. This is cool. We'll get to meet a druid. Well, I guess we've got that that one NPC that gives us the daily quest that's a druid too, if I'm not mistaken.
Good eye. I didn't even see that runestone at first.
I was afraid I was going to take fall damage there. Druid Ryvana.
Greetings, traveler. Is there something I can do for you? Do you need a poultice or perhaps an herbal tea?
I'm looking for Guild Magister Valessea and Guild General Quentin.
Ah, yes. The curious mage and the stern warrior. They stopped by. When I mentioned that rogue knights had been making the countryside dangerous, they decided to investigate.
Uh-oh.
I told them where I'd last seen the knights, and they set out at once.
Where did you send them?
A clearing to the southwest. I'll mark the spot on your map. I saw a band of the knights gathering there the last time I went out to gather herbs. They forced me to retreat without them. I warned Valessea and Quentin it might be dangerous.
Are druids common on High Isle?
Oh, you'll find druids throughout the Sisters Archipelago. Not too many on the mainland, though. Long ago, we druids left Tamriel and its troubles behind us. But here, our ancient ways survived.
Why did the druids leave the mainland?
Our forebears among the Bretons believed civilization should live alongside nature, not tame it. In the early years of the Direni hegemony, they struggled for the soul of High Rock.
What happened?
They lost. Driven into exile, the druids left to seek a place where they could live according to their beliefs. Their wanderings brought them to the Sisters. The followers of the Weird remained behind. They walked a different path than the druids.
So that's interesting. The Weird are somehow related to the druids, but not the same thing? What exactly is a druid?
We follow the old ways. Some call us priests of Ifre, but that is only part of our truth. We are children of the land, like the Weird, guides and teachers to those who live in harmony with nature. People were not meant to bow before crowns of metal.
What does that mean?
Our people, the Breton people, went astray when they forgot the ways of nature. Stone walls and empty titles separate folk from the true way. We help them remember what their ancestors once knew. Some circles see it differently, of course.
Circles? What are they?
Circles are fellowships of like-minded druids. Each interprets Ifre's will differently, but druids of the same circle share common traditions and goals. I belong to the Stonelore Circle. We seek to teach others by the example of our work.
Are there other circles in the Sisters Archipelago?
Yes. Travel far enough in the archipelago and you may meet druids of the Eldertide or Firesong circles. Although the Firesong rarely leave their island, and you should be wary of the Eldertide. They do not like city folk or mainlanders.
Interesting. So what are the Weird?
The Weird are Breton witches. They follow teachings and practices that share a common ancestry with the druids. Whereas we left the mainland, They remained behind to safeguard the forests of High Rock.
Any other differences?
We have more in common than we have differences. The biggest that you would notice is that the weirds are all female, while we druids accept all genders in our ranks. And we organize in circles of common beliefs, while the weird sisters form covens.
Okay, that's interesting. It definitely looks to me like we're gonna be able to play druids in a future expansion. Like maybe in the next one, maybe next year. Because it just looks like they're really setting this up strongly. Can I take all of your drinks while you're doing that, please? I would like to take all of your drinks. Thank you. And your mushrooms, too. Alright, so let's look for the guild delegates. It's a beautiful day in Tamriel, nice and sunny.
Oh, good. I didn't want to walk.
Me either, Ember. I didn't want to walk either. I'll help this person kill these things. I mean, he looked like he had it under control, but you never know. What's this? We've got a side quest over here.
Well, I shouldn't just walk into someone's home, even if they were rude. Oh, good. A kind face. I have tried time and again to ask politely for my friend's safe return, but they rudely mock me in response. Would you help me retrieve Privet? They took her away into Breakwater Cave. Didn't even ask my permission.
Who's Privet and who took her?
Oh, my Privet is without a doubt the most beautiful sheep on the island. Just ask anyone and they'll agree. A swell of Hadolids reside in this cave. They displayed such inner ugliness and took Privet. I just heard her cries from inside.
So Hadolids took your sheep?
Well, even if my Privet was just your typical sheep, which she is not, that would not excuse the Hadolids' rude behavior. I need someone strong to support my negotiations for Privet's return. How would you feel about joining me in exchange for coin?
Okay, I'll enter Breakwater Cave and retrieve Privet.
I knew you looked friendly. There goes a true friend to animals, I said. Now, with you to accompany me into the cave, our negotiations can begin. They may get rough, but I refuse to leave without my Privet.
Alright, if you have sheep, does that mean you're a farmer?
I am so much more than a simple farmer. They only think of animals as a source of income, or even food. No, I am an animal steward. I serve each of the creatures under my care. Whatever their needs may be, I attend to them.
So you spend all this time taking care of animals and you don't eat them? Okay, so you take care of more than just Privet?
Absolutely. In many ways, I take care of every creature on High Isle. Those that cannot speak for themselves, anyway. Many animals find their way to my home that deserve special attention. Privet was just such a sheep.
What do you mean Privet found her way to you?
I woke one morning and instantly knew someone needed my care. I leapt from bed and ran to my door. And just out front, there she was. Oh, Privet was quite the beauty. From the moment I laid eyes on her, I knew I had to serve her.
Can you tell me about the Hadolids?
I regret that I didn't introduce myself when they arrived. Such a simple gesture from me could have prevented this crime.
I doubt it.
Hadolids aren't soft like sheep. They're covered in hard shells with nasty spikes, like overgrown mud crabs. Oh, and the smell.
What do they smell like?
Like rotten meat floating in dirty seawater.
Oh, great.
They usually live far below the water, so I shouldn't judge. Maybe my scent of fine lanolin and fresh hay offends them. Oh, listen to me gossiping like a child. This happens when I get emotional.
Do you know where these Hadolids came from?
Sadly, no. That's the sort of thing I'd learn in a friendly conversation. I've heard rumors about Hadolid attacks on other islands around here. In the past, I assumed that was just bigotry. Now, I'm not so sure.
I want to hear more about Privet.
Of course you do. I could go on for an eternity about her. I already mentioned her beauty, but she's also so considerate. One time, I caught her chewing on a shirt. I felt very cross until I realized she'd done me a favor.
How is that a favor?
It was my old, worn gardening shirt. I like to give used cloth to the seamstress in town. She makes patches, but she's old and it hurts her to cut cloth, so I cut it before donating. Privet saved me the trouble. She's great.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Where is... I'm a little confused here. It says enter Breakwater Cave. Where is Breakwater Cave? All the way over there. Okay, so not going to mess with that. Right now we're going to go talk to the guild delegates. Here, let me select... Oh, I can't select it. Really? Let's do it this way. I did not realize that guy was an enemy.
Hey, go on, peek inside.
Ember? Did you get any new abilities? Ember, you're not going to talk to me now? Are you mad at me about something? Okay, I guess I'll talk to her later.
Over here. I could use some help.
Valessea? What's going on?
Ah, my friend. How glad I am to see you again. This island is far more dangerous than I expected, especially after what just happened.
Tell me what happened.
Guild General Quentin accompanied me to visit Druid Ryvana. When she told us about rogue knights in the area, Quentin was eager to investigate. It was the Ascendant Order. They overpowered Quentin and knocked me senseless. They captured Quentin.
Yeah, I was afraid of something like that. Was Guild General Quentin injured?
I don't think so. The Ascendant Order was definitely trying to take us alive. That's the only reason I had the opportunity to throw up a shroud spell and avoid being captured myself. Did you come out here to find us?
Lady Arabelle sent me to warn you that the Ascendant Order was targeting conference delegates.
And Ryvana told you where to find us. Good. Now, we must rescue Quentin. I may have a way to find where the Ascendant Order took him, but we should get to safety first. Meet me back at Druid Ryvana's hut.
Do you think the Ascendant Order followed you out here?
No. We came upon them just as they were finishing an attack on a caravan. But I assume they recognized us or decided our station warranted capture rather than elimination. But you came with a warning, didn't you? What did you find out?
The Ascendant Order sabotaged the lighthouse. We think they may have wrecked Lady Arabelle's ships.
Wrecked the ships? How in oblivion could they coordinate such a thing?
I don't know.
Clearly, the Ascendant Order is aware of the plans for Lord Baccaro's conference. They're here in force and causing more trouble than we anticipated.
Any idea why they wanted to capture you instead of just kill you?
If they recognized us as delegates, there's all sorts of ways they could hold that over the conference. If they just assume we're rich nobles, ransom is always an option. But who can really say what those helmeted bastards are thinking?
What have you been up to since we last met?
I've remained at Lady Arabelle's side since we delivered the invitation medallions to the delegates. I hope to help make sure their journey to High Isle proceeded smoothly. It seems the Ascendant Order is not so easily avoided.
She's talking about the adventure we had before the chapter, the prologue adventure. What were you and Guild General Quentin doing out here?
I came to talk to Ryvana about arcane and related topics, and Quentin decided to tag along. When Ryvana told us about rogue knights, I feared it might be the Ascendant Order. Quentin wanted to investigate. Turned out I was right.
Okay. What was that? Alright, so she wants us to go back to Druid Ryvana's hut, but I might just continue on.
You going to enchant something with that? Can
Maybe.
I watch?
Wait, we have a sheep in need and seek and destroy? We got 2 quests there? Okay.
Let's ride!
It must be a delve. I know we've got a daily delve quest. So maybe we can do that while we're there. This is an interesting looking place. Beach here with clear water. Looks a lot like Somerset. Spriggan's crown? What is this? Looks like some lumber. Alright, that's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna veer off to the right here and discover Spriggan's crown. What is Spriggan's crown? Let's see.
That was fun.
Glad you had fun, Ember. So, this is just some sort of, structure right here. I mean, it's kind of weird that this is a point of interest. Look at that ship. Wow. It's going too fast for me to catch it. That's pretty cool. I've never seen a ship sailing in ESO before. Alright, let's go to Breakwater Cove, or Breakwater Cave. It's right here. Yeah, this place definitely reminds me of caves in Somerset. Should I go east or west? Okay, I'm gonna go east. Bone pile.
A skeleton! Not Privet's, thankfully. I hope this poor soul didn't die alone.
Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. But I wonder what's over here. some monsters to kill, maybe? Oh, here comes some Hajimotas. Okay, I'm gonna go take this quest objective, and then I'll turn around and come back this way. Just don't want to go through here and not explore everything. Never know, there might be something here worth exploring. Okay, so that's all of those.
I've been waiting to try this spell out.
That freaked me out there for a minute. Right, almost to the next objective. Whoa! That thing appeared out of nowhere.
Stay with me.
Staying with you, Amber. I'm alright.
Feels good to get the blood pumping, right?
Hadolid researchers. Hadolid Researcher's Journal. 16th Sun's Dawn, 2E581. I've observed the Hadolids for days now. How very strange these creatures are. At first, I thought them some offshoot of the Druid, but now, after long study, I find that they are a wholly different species. According to my research, they are migratory, disappearing beneath the waves for a decade or more before re-emerging and spending a similar period on land. The specifics of the Hadolid life cycle are not well understood. You know what? Maybe this is just a lore book. Yeah, it's basically just a lore book. Okay. Wait, I got a deck? Or I got a piece of the Hero's Ansai deck fragment. Wow. Cool. because of the lore book. It's nice. Apparently, if you collect all the cards, it tells a story. Animal bones.
Oh no, Privet! Wait, these aren't sheep bones. Maybe a horse? Oh, poor thing.
On a sky shard now. There it is, up there.
Privet's sash. I gave this to her as a present.
I'm sure she appreciated it. Alright, it looks like I've got to talk to him.
Finding Privet's sash worries me. She'd never take that off. Unless she left it as a clue. She wants me to know she's here. The bones we found looked gnawed on, but none of them were sheep bones. So I feel confident Privet's still alive.
It appears the Hadolids ate whatever creatures belong to those bones.
What a horrible notion. You don't think they'd plan to eat poor Privet? How could anyone look into those sweet eyes and consider such a deed? Privet isn't food. She's a friend. But I must agree, very nasty behavior from my new neighbors.
I'm sure she's going to end up being dead at the end. Where should we look next?
We know Privet came through here because we found her sash. But since we didn't see any sheep bones, they must have moved her. Let's search the caves over to the west. I know it's rude to rummage around someone's home, but they started it.
Why did you think the Hadolids would be friendly?
From the archipelago to the mainland, everything is war and fighting. But it doesn't have to be that way. I try to assume people have good intentions, and usually they do. Maybe this is all a misunderstanding. I can work that out later.
Whoa!
The deeper we go, the more we learn about these Hadolids. I don't understand their ways at all. I thought maybe we could just talk to them, come to an understanding. But they clearly don't want to chat. We must keep looking for Privet.
I want to hear more about Privet.
Of course you do. I could go on for an eternity about her. I already mentioned her beauty.
He's just repeating himself. Okay. Alright, so we need to turn around. I guess we've already gone through there. I don't think there's anything more in here. I just need to go ahead.
Look, a trail of bones. Oh, still not Privet's. A good sign. Look at that natural bridge ahead. I bet the view is delightful.
It is. The view is delightful. Okay, more bones. Left or right? It looks like there's a quest marker up here. Right.
I think I hear her breathing. We must be close. Yeah.
Right, I finished the daily quest. And of course,
no, Privet!
of course, there's
How
a boss.
could they put my beautiful friend in a cage?
I knew there was going to be a boss at the end.
We absolutely must free her.
Out of stamina.
Sweet Privet, reunited at last. A cave exit is nearby. Come, Privet. Let's get out of here. Oh, my dear Privet. I don't know how I could live without you. I must say, and I don't usually speak ill of anyone except goats, but those Hadolids were awful. Didn't even bother to explain themselves. I'm thankful you came along to help. And Privet tells me she appreciates you as well.
Does it seem like the Hadolids harmed Privet?
No, thankfully. Her wool is damp and dirty, which I find offensive, but she's safe. I'll clean her right up in no time. Please, take this as a thank you from the both of us. I'm glad that not everyone is as rude as those Hadolids.
I don't want the shepherd's blade. I want one of your sheep. I'm hungry. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'll take your gold and your blade.
High Isle feels so peaceful most of the time. That's why I like it here. A respite from all the chaos of the mainland. But recently there are Hadolids and rogue knights roaming the roads. And adventurers like you. Too much excitement for me.
What are you going to do now, Moric?
First thing, Privet needs a bath. She seems a little sad at the moment, but a long soak should fix that. Then I'll make us a meal. Ah, the simple pleasures. I just want her to feel safe again.
Do you think that the Hadolids will try to take her again?
You were quite stern with them. Maybe the Hadolids caught the message not to bother their neighbors. If I see them lurking around again, I will just tell them they're not welcome. I can be quite stern as well when I need to be.
Why do you think they kept Privet alive?
They fell for her charms, obviously. Who wouldn't want my sweet Privet living with them? She brightens every room, even a moldy cave. Maybe those Hadolids never intended to eat her. Yes, that must be it. She was never in danger.
You keep telling yourself that. Looks like maybe I got another one. Alright, I got the second one. Awesome. Alright, so we need to
Are
go...
we going to race?
No, we're not going to race. Okay, so... let's go ahead and turn in the daily quest, and then we'll head right here, right by the town, and continue the main story. Is this? No, that's not it. Wait. Okay. Gotta go talk to Waylod. Where is he? Oh, over there. Okay. Oh, looks like I might have some daily quests now.
Welcome back, adventurer. Were you able to successfully perform the task I assigned to you?
I destroyed the crates of supplies in Breakwater Cove. Breakwater Cave.
Excellent. Borzadar and House Dufort will be pleased to hear that. I don't think the Count or Duchess could stand the thought of those foul creatures contaminating their property. Here's your pay. I'll have more work for you in the future, I'm sure.
Okay, great.
If it isn't my favorite adventurer, looking for a job you can handle on your own, then you've come to the right place. Can I put you to work, my friend?
I'm interested in a job.
That's good, since I must hire a worker. A mage requires someone to travel to the Coral Cliffs in northern Aminos and gather ritual components from the druids of the Elder Tide Circle. And full disclosure, these druids are not the friendly sort.
You mean these druids are hostile?
Oh yes, especially to anyone who doesn't bend to their traditions and beliefs. Nevathil is researching druidic magic for the Mages Guild, so anything you find will help her with her studies. She's at the Ancient Anchor Inn if you have more questions.
Okay, I'll go to Coral Cliffs and gather some druidic ritual components.
Be careful out there. More than one adventurer has underestimated the dangers of our fair archipelago. Return to me when the job is complete, and your pay will be waiting.
I think I've already asked him who pays for the jobs.
That depends on who requests the work. Personally, I am an employee of House Dufort. They more...
Right, I believe he's already told us that. So, there should be another daily quest right here.
Hello. Would you happen to be looking for work?
I am.
Hello again. The sisters have need of you, if you have the time.
What's the trouble?
Volcanic activity on the island seems to be reaching dangerous levels. If something isn't done,
Okay, so
get
she's
to the
saying the
active
same
volcanic
thing.
vent. Good luck out there. Try not to get too close to this.
Okay, which one is this? I guess I can do any of them. Is that how this works?
Oh, so now I'm the drunken fool.
Yeah, I can do any volcanic vent, I guess. And that will work. Alright. Where is the... Here we go. Here's the stables. I'm just gonna make a pit stop to the stables here and upgrade my horse.
Island mounts show a different spirit than the steeds of Alakir. Pay heed, traveler. The difference is subtle, but important.
Alright, so let's head to the next objective for the main story. Right up here, right in just north of the city.
I understand, Valessea. Do what you must to find your friend.
What's going on?
I owe you a debt of gratitude for coming to my aid. It seems once again that Lady Arabelle chose well. Now to see if I can find Guild General Quentin, and by extension, the rogue knights who carried him away.
How can you track Guild General Quentin?
Do you recall the invitation medallions I enchanted? Each delegate carries one, so I can trace my own magic to locate Quentin. Now let me see. They moved northeast, across the loch. I see an abandoned chapel. Crypts. No question. Quentin is there.
Okay, if all of the delegates have a medallion, can you use them to find the missing ships?
Lady Arabelle asked me to try as soon as we realized the ships were late. I wasn't able to make a connection with those medallions. Maybe they were too far away, or some other magic interfered with my scrying, but I wasn't able to detect anything.
Should we head directly to the abandoned crypts you saw?
No, we need to return to Lady Arabelle and share this information. Then we can mount a rescue for Guild General Quentin. I'll meet you at Lady Arabelle's little pavilion. What she calls her field office, I believe.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
Let's go fast.
That sounds like a Bane chapel, but only one medallion is there.
Quentin isn't far. My scrying spell returned a strong and clear result. You will come with us to rescue him, won't you? Talk to Lady Arabelle and she'll tell you what she's thinking.
Okay.
Valessea apprised me of the situation. I believe I know the place where she thinks they're holding Quentin. It must be the crypts below Urbane Chapel on the northern shore of the loch. Will you accompany us on this rescue mission, my dear?
Of course, I'll help you rescue Guild General Quentin.
Smashing. This will be like that time I pulled General Gautier out of a Reach stronghold during the border raids of 566. Now that was an adventure. Anyway, it's too bad Valessea couldn't scry the locations of the other missing delegates.
Mind if I ask you about the delegates that were aboard the missing ships?
I suppose you've earned the truth, and you certainly deserve my complete confidence. The 3 ships carried High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar, son of Yoren the Skald King. I dare say I've misplaced the leaders of Tamriel.
Oh my god. Seriously? The Alliance leaders decided to attend the peace talks themselves?
I warned them of the danger, and we took such elaborate precautions. Obviously, they weren't enough. If we find Quentin with the Ascendant Order, we may find our missing royals. Let's meet at the chapel north of the loch and see what awaits us.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
We'll rendezvous at Urbane Chapel on the north side of the loch. I've already sent an operative ahead to scout the area. Be prepared to defend yourself. The Ascendant Order won't give up Guild General Quentin without a fight.
What if this is a trap?
Whatever the situation, I won't abandon Quentin to his fate. Oh, that's good. Let me write that down. Besides, we have to risk it. Both to save Quentin and to see if we can learn anything about the missing Alliance leaders.
You think the Alliance leaders might also be there?
We know their medallions aren't there, but they could have lost them at sea. Regardless, if the Ascendant Order uses the chapel as a hideout, we may learn something about their plans. Or a clue as to where to search for the Alliance leaders, perhaps.
Tell me more about High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar. I actually believe this character has never met them, but if you played the core game, you spend a lot of time talking to those 3 leaders.
Not a student of politics, my dear. I understand completely. They're the leaders of the Alliances vying for the Ruby Throne. Well, Irene and Emmerich lead 2 of the Alliances. Ernskar is the son of Yoren the Skald King, who leads the 3rd.
I can't believe I'm asking this. What alliances?
You poor dear. You must pay more attention to current events. Queen Irene leads the Aldmeri Dominion, High King Emmerich the Daggerfall Covenant, and Prince Ernskar represents the Ebonheart Pact, the opponents in the aptly named 3 Banners War.
What are they fighting about?
It's complicated. The Ruby Throne sits vacant, and the Tamrielic Empire lacks an emperor. None of the alliances can stomach the idea that one of the others might win the throne. It's a wonder Bacaro and I got them to agree to these peace talks.
Yeah, so we already know all that, but like, if you were completely new to the game, you wouldn't know that stuff, so that's good that they explain it all right there. Alright, now, what is this? Go to Coral Cliffs. What is the Coral Cliffs one? Okay. It's saying the Coral Cliffs is inside of the city. There's the gaming hall. Okay. It's pointing me to the docks. Telling me there's a ship that goes to a delve? Really? this goes to Amino Station. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that for now.
Not good.
I'm gonna hold off on that and continue with the main story, but we'll do that soon. I don't quite want to go to Aminos yet. Which way is the nearest gate out? Alright, looks like I went the wrong way. Guess I can sightsee some. Is this another quest marker? Adele Montague? They disappeared. Quest marker disappeared. Weird. It was such a beautiful sunny day for so long. Now it's raining. Alright, we need to go to Abhain Chapel, which is over there. Yeah, we've been here before. Alright, that's it for part 9. In part 10, we'll go to Abhain Chapel Crypts and try to rescue Guild General Quintin. Thanks for watching. See you next time.